Economics is the study and science of seeking ways and means to provide for man's needs and wants, with nature providing the tools and wherewithal to do so. Hence, mankind should humanize the way it uses or exploits nature so it could regenerate and sustain itself. PTV correspondent Naomi Tiburcio on government's call and urgent plea to preserve and reconstitute nature by several simple acts repeated over and over, as summed up in this report.
Part of stories handed down by the elderly are tales of the once revered and pristine Pasig River and Manila Bay. Today, people are hopeful to witness the glory of this once proudly beautiful and bountiful gifts of nature. The government is working non-stop to fix the human damage to the environment, but the road is long and winding. It's also a need for a strong foundation to build on, such as policy reforms. This is what the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, is working in the celebration of the Economic and Financial Literacy Week with a focus on sustainable consumption and production. NEDA says economic growth is possible without jeopardizing environmental health.
Kung hindi tayo papreno, if we don't put a break on how we have been doing things, how we have been producing, how we have been consuming goods and services, very soon, wala nang ma-enjoy na beaches ang ating mga next generation.
Aside from air and water pollution, a huge percentage of solid waste are generated by residents and disposed irresponsibly. There has been a big shift in Joceline's lifestyle in terms of plastic use since Pasig forbade its use in public wet markets. But she admits a less plastic lifestyle doesn't come cheap.
Bawal yung plastic sa palengke. Nagdadala kami mismo ng eco-bag.
Hirapan ba kayo mag-adjust?
Oo naman, kasi minsan yung mga mababasa, tutulo sa jeep.
In 2050, around 60% of Philippine population will migrate and transfer to urban areas. This will open issues in space, movement, and a limited food supply. NEDA is currently working on its Philippine Action Plan for Sustainable Consumption and Production to serve as a guide for the country toward a more responsible and nature-caring mindset and lifestyle. But NEDA says change starts at the local scene, reason why the local government has a role to change the culture on sustainability and start making investments in land use plans among ordinances in environmental protection.
We don't want to go regulatory too much because the issue of regulation is enforcement. And following enforcement comes discretion. And following discretion follows a lot of things we don't like.
While a lot are still in the pipeline, it's up to the public like Joceline to put in their share in protecting the environment. Naomi Tiburcio for The Nation.